It's great to see inmates continue in the faith on the outside. 10 months ago, a guy I did a lot of work with was released, who'd been in for 4 years for fraud, but his life was in chaos well before this, losing a partner and son 10 years ago due to drugs, then another partner and kids for the same sort of stuff. I briefly met him when I first started 7 years ago, just before he was released on a lesser charge, but he didn't come to chapel. However, his ex started going to church and became a Christian. She incredibly invited him along when he got out on bail for the fraud. He only went along to church to see his family, but he became a believer himself, touched by the change in his ex and the love of this church for his family. They got back together before he was sentenced for the fraud. This time, when he turned up at Kirkconnell, he came to chapel and Bible study, very keen for Jesus and reaching out to other inmates. Miraculously, facts gave back custody to he and his partner, having seen the profound change in both of them. And at release, he didn't leave God at the gate. He was back at church and Bible study. Incredibly, the host of his Bible study group is a federal family court judge. He's now in steady employment, but there's more. He'd written to his first partner from a decade ago, expressing remorse for his behaviour and explaining his change and seeking any way he could be helpful as a father to their son. And miraculously, she agreed for there to be contact after all these years. She could see the real change in him. And so he's been able to apologise and witness to his son about Jesus. As John says in his gospel, it really is grace upon grace with Jesus.